Ipswich Buses, your local bus company serving your football team. Buses run every 10 minutes. Avoid the traffic. Don't get stuck in the delay. Get Ipswich Buses today. A single from only £1.20, a return from only £2. Find out more information at www.ipswichbuses.co.uk. Ipswich Buses, proud to partner with Talk in Town.
Are we on? Hello again, my friends, and you are my friends, and welcome to your Ipswich Buses full-time fans react show following a 2-1 home victory against 12 men, I would say.
Yes, absolutely.
It seemed like 12 men all the way through.
It did, but for me, the way I look at that not only was that a good result because we won, that was a good result because we came from behind and we proved we can mix up with, quite frankly, a typical northern lower league shit out your tide.
Yeah.
You know, For me, what was crucial today, we proved that we can come from behind.
Absolutely. Yeah. I had a lot of pub team comments behind me tonight.
Absolutely. You know, they were out to kick us. They were out for a point.
Yeah, absolutely.
And every time in that first half, every time we tried to play a ball of quality, then we got taken out.
Yeah, big time. Do you know what? I think today's win will be absolutely at the end of the season prove a pivotal moment in the season, because we've shown a big ounce of courage and steel today to overcome going a goal down, to overcome a poor refereeing display.
We have, and the way I look at it, you know, I've got to give props to Tom Carroll. You know, he came in, you know,
out of the blue,
and you know, and Tom Carroll, you know, last minute he was on the bench, and then Lee Evans got injured, we think. Tom Carroll came on and, quite frankly, played a blinder. But the difference is,
I would say a blinder.
Well, better than Lee Evans. Let's put it.
Well, we're not comparing.
But you know, and the thing about it, we've talked about game management more times than I care to count over the last month. And you know, we've got a manager that can see that. Right, we've got to see the game out. Let's take Tom Carroll off. Let's bring the new lad on, and he knows how to close up a game. So I'm really happy today. I'm really happy.
Really, absolutely. So am I. Just as I say, I think it'll prove a pivotal moment in the campaign. Let's touch on Tom Carroll before I bring one of the boys back there in as well to talk to you. Out of the blue, obviously wasn't expecting to play himself or start at the very least.
And that's the thing, you know. It takes a lot out of a player to be on the bench and then 2 minutes before and go, Liam's got an injury. You know, you've got to be ready to go, not from 45 or an hour or 70 minutes. You've got to be ready to go now. Yeah. And that said a lot. So I've got to say props to Tom Carroll today. I really have. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought he played, you know, adequately well. He didn't do anything spectacular. Lost the ball a couple of times for me. Isn't the long-term answer, I don't think.
No, I don't. But the thing is, he's good enough to come in and do a job. But whether he wants to stay here and be that player to come in and do a job, you know, only time will tell. Yeah. You know, I don't know if he is. You know, does he want to play games, or is he happy to sit on our bench and be that man to come on and fill a job when we need him? I don't know.
29, I think he'd want to be playing football.
It's what we said about Halaki, isn't it? It's like even more so for an outfield player, you know, because outfield players, the careers are even shorter than the goalkeepers.
Yeah, absolutely. Dave, big Dave, come on in. Alex is very happy. Stay there. Alex is very happy. How are you feeling after today's win?
I'm delighted. I really think that that was a big 3 points for us. Where are you going? Okay. That's a big 3 points for us, wasn't it, Alex?
It really was. You know,
that was 3 points I think we wouldn't have got under Cook. We probably would have let that go for a defeat.
That would have been a draw or a defeat under Cook, because we haven't had the man management. We haven't had that man to go, right, we need to close this up now. I
thought we were a bit ropey in the first half. 20 minutes they were sort of on top really, and they could have gone 2-0 up. That save by Walton pushed it onto the bar and then we equalised.
Yeah. Absolutely,
it's a game-changing moment. Really,
I think what you've got to realise, as we said though, you know, for teams like Accrington, they're going to be on top of us for the first 20 minutes, half an hour. Because at the end of the day, this is their cup. Coming to a ground like this, this is their cup final.
Yeah,
you know.
Definitely.
So what we need to do is be able to stay out of that storm. Yeah. And just control it like we did.
Scrappy game though, wasn't it?
It was
a scrappy, filthy game.
But scrappy 3 points gets you promoted. whereas scrappy points or losses, you know,
You can certainly launch a season.
it can. And if you
Smell
look at
some Witten perfume.
if you look at like we won at Wickham, we won at Gillingham.
Yeah.
MK didn't go well. We've won again today. If we can win at Wimbledon, then I think that is the, you know, we've talked about a springboard and pushing forward. For me, if we get 3 points at Wimbledon on Tuesday, then we've proved that
we yourself, Alex.
Well, you know, we've done the job today.
Yep.
You now can look ahead and think, you know, if we, you know, what we need to do against Wimbledon, because we shouldn't be fearing going to Wimbledon. Absolutely.
No, we shouldn't be. But Sheffield Wednesday, I think it's going to be a hard one.
But then you are getting ahead of yourself.
Fair enough.
That's the after.
We need to what, as I said on Wednesday, we need to go and show Wimbledon respect, and when I say respect, that means we prepare properly.
Yep.
We go in the game plan and we execute it. We don't go in there thinking we're Ipswich Town, you know, this is the game for us to just roll over. We go in, we show them respect, we prepare properly between now and Tuesday.
How do you feel about Bonn at the moment? I think he was a bit lucky.
Fantastic today.
Do you think so?
Absolutely fantastic.
I felt that he didn't really do enough in the game, and I was a bit surprised Nor was on the bench.
How did you see it?
For me, I think what you got to remember about Bonn is that he can link the play up quite well. You know, it's not all about his goals. I think, you know, I understand Norwood being on the bench, because I think Norwood will start away at Wimbledon. I don't think you can't play Norwood for 90 minutes today, 90 minutes on Tuesday. And if you're going to look at the game to take Norwood out of and say, right, where can we get 3 points without him? Today would have been the one to rest him.
Yep.
You know, because I think as Martin said, you know, several times, what this manager's learned, it's all about minutes and management with Norwood. He can't play 3 games a week, but he can, you know, and just.
But we needed someone like him with a bit of grit up front, didn't we? Bonn was a bit powder puff, I felt today.
Well, we do, but at the end of the day, you know, we got the result, and you know, I think Chaplin up front did a job for me. He was really.
Yep. But didn't Walton play well today? For me, he was man of the match.
Walton. That performance today proves why we went and we're paying the money for Walton in terms of wages, you know. You know, and the fact that he's our keeper for the next 5, 10, however many years he's going to be here. And for me, that shows amazing management by the football club to go out and get him now rather than wait for the summer. You know, that shows ambition. And I think we're going to be rewarded by it. And you've got to think about it from a defensive point of view. Having someone the quality of Walton behind you can only be a good thing. Yeah. So for me, I totally agree that Walton was.
Hello, everybody. I'd just like to pick up on what Big Dave just said about Christian Walton. I must admit, and I must agree, I'll tell you what, that was, because in a lot of ways, that was kind of like his debut again today. You know, he's just signed permanently and everything.
And that the Bolton one, wasn't it?
And that save, like Big Dave Potter already said, that save he made at 1-0 was arguably one of the best, and I've been coming here a long while, as you all know. That's one of the best saves I've seen at this ground for a long time. In fact, I'll go further than that. I thought actually once he tipped it, being behind that goal, I actually thought it was still in. But it was just amazing. And you know, the amount of times you see it in football, like, you know, when some teams go up and they miss a sitter kind of thing, and then somebody goes up the other end directly and you know, and scores, and like, you know, like 1-0 could be 2-0, and then all of a sudden it's 1-1. And that, Dave is absolutely right. That was game changing. It could be season changing for this football club. I literally just said that to Mark Tuxford and quite a few people over there. Today's result and today's performance, and I totally agree with Big Dave, not because he's bigger than me, but I do agree with him 100% that save and the performance and the result today, however scrappy some of it might have been, it might be season changing for this football club. And like I said before the game, I still think the playoffs are on. We need to go to Wimbledon now and build on this and hopefully get another 3 points prior to going to Sheffield Wednesday. And yeah, onwards and upwards. That's what I say. Christian Walton, 100%, and not because of Big Dave again. He's absolutely right. In fact, look, you can't give him 10 because he let a goal in, but I think he was 8 bordering on, or 8.5 bordering on a 9. I think his save was worth a 1.5, an extra 1.5. You know, he was fantastic, and I'm sure he'll go home today in his lovely car, because I saw him before the game coming to the ground. I give him a little wave. He gave me a wave back. Bless him. Well, I saw him. Coming down the ground. I think he got a nice Range Rover or something. And I give him a wave, and that must have brought him good luck. And I'd like to say to him, if he watches the show, well done, Christian, and the best for the future at Ipswich Town Football Club. I'd also like to say, if he does watch the show, Christian, if you're interested in a tarantula, he loves it, doesn't he? Spiders, we'll sort you out. I'm showing it. He loves it. Simpson spiders, plenty of for all your tarantula needs.
Let them know what people at home are saying. What's going on at home?
A few people are saying Wolfie man of the match. Wolfie man. He did have a good game, yeah.
Martin, I'm going to hand over to Callie. Is that all right, mate? Here comes Mr. Callie.
Game under Cook. Which I do agree with. I think we would have lost under Cook.
The King sit.
How we doing? What's the what? Today, I'm just glad we beat a Tin Pot club. Like, I hate Accrington. Worst club I've ever seen at Ipswich. Cheating bastards. Everything they do.
Use other own not the network.
No, look, anyone that's in that game, whether you did a Mike Brown special, did you an eye follow in your armchair, or you was here or whatever, right? At the end of the day, anything they did, they cheated. Do you know what I mean? They're a bunch of cheaters. Andy Holt, shame, mate. Sell that club, man. Sell that club. You're Tin Pot. You know what? I can't wait for the day Accrington going down to League 2, down to non-league, and just couple. Fuck Accrington.
Positive.
Really I thought Morsey did all right. He played well. Could have had. Nah, again, it was cheating. It was cheating. Like, come on. This is a contact sport. Hold on. This is a contact sport. Sam Morsey's gonna be that. That's his role. So if a shoulder barge here and there is a foul, behave, man. Like, this is football. Like, go play something else. Go play a non-contact sport if that's how you feel. I thought he did well. Man, the match. Do you know what? I'm gonna give it to Chappers. I thought Chappers did well. I think that number 10 role, or that second striker role, it was interesting. It's interesting, but yeah, Connor Chaplin, I thought the finish was good. Burns was quality. He was decent as well. Defence was obviously better than last week, but you know, it is what it is. It was a bit shaky, and their goal was a bit shit to concede. But I don't know. And yeah, big up to Kane Vincent-Young. Like, played really well on that left. He was taking people on. He grew into the game. Tom Carroll's okay, but play to the whistle, lad. Do you know what I mean? That's a frustrating thing. And you're not getting a tackle from him like that. For the new lads that come on, Tyreek Backinson, I thought he did really well. Was unfortunate to get a little ball to the face, a little welcome to Ipswich Town there, but it was good.
He turned 2 players inside.
Oh, mate. But this is what it is. When the ball was on the ground, we looked the part. It was just lumping it long. All their players are like 7 foot tall, so they were just always going to win. But I'm confident. It was good to see. It's my first game here this year. Well, it's all our first games this year. So, like, just seeing it, starting it with a win.
How many you had, Kay?
Of what?
Josh, tell them all where you can see us again this time tomorrow. Well, not this time tomorrow, but where are we tomorrow?
Back here. Well, not back here, but on this platform. 1:30. It'll be Crunch Man Rich.
Yeah, where is Cruncher right now? Somewhere in
the club shop, isn't it?
Over there is the Cruncher. Josh, press the end broadcast button after you've told them all to support us on Ko-Fi and to become a YouTube member.
Yep, support the show on Ko-Fi. Become a YouTube member if you're not already. If you're not subscribed, subscribe also. And like the stream too, yes.
The King knows it. He knows the score.
Like the stream too, and we'll see you tomorrow.